Hello, my Fire Legions, your Fire King Ragged here, coming at you with part 2 of What If Deku was Spider-Man. Now, before I get into this What If, I want to say a few things right now. I'm a little tired, so I have been getting a lot of sleep. No, it's not video game related. One day I was just not sleeping the best, and now I'm kind of stuck with this schedule. 2, I'd like to apologize for not uploading the past couple of weeks. I was, after my COD montage, I was going to put out a What If, but my phone has been having technical difficulties, so it was being basically a cunt. So, had to sort all that out. Number 3. Whenever I might start doing these things I've been seeing on YouTube, it's kind of like been in my recommendations and stuff. They're like My Hero Academia texting stories. One of those weeks I did lose my voice because COD, I just screamed too much and my voice was like finally like saying fuck you, I'm done with you. You can be without me for a week. So so I may start doing some of those whenever my voice is kind of fucked. Like, they won't be terribly long like my what ifs. They'll probably be like maybe 4 or 5 minutes long. Like, small stuff. Other than that, besides a few changes to the what if, yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, guys, kind of check out my COD montages. I put a lot of work in getting those clips and dealing with the toxic community that is Modern Warfare. Like, I shit you not, guys. Like, 3 games in a row, I ran into the exact same squad, all running fire shotguns and riot shields. Like, the amount of pain I went through during those games. Like, I left, too. 2 of those games. Without even realizing it, I was put back into them like 4 times. I was just like, fuck it. If COD's going to keep putting me back in with them, I'm just going to deal with them. Like, I was just like, fuck it. But yeah. Fuck the fire shotgun. That's all I gotta say. The tweet that was tweeted, I forget when, but the person that said, if you use the shotgun in COD, your mom's a hoe, you are fucking right. And if you have Dragon's Breath on that, you're a cunt. Dragon's Breath can die in a very heavy fire. I'm getting off topic here. I woke up, by the way, if I didn't already say that, so I'm gonna be everywhere and nowhere today, if that makes sense. Alright, on to the changes I'm making to the what if. Now, first change, Deku's suit. Basically imagine not Miles' suit, Peter's advanced suit from PS4, just with Miles' color scheme. So, it's all black, the webbing on it's red, the spider's red, and anything that's white is red as well. So, the webbing's red, the white stuff on the suit's red, everything else black. And then give it the coat from the end suit. Now, the coat is reversible, basically meaning if Deku just turns it around, it looks like a normal coat. It won't have the giant spider on its back. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to change besides the heroes versus villains. That's changing as well. Unless I left off on a cliffhanger, I honestly forget. It's been so long since I've done the what if. Anyways, let's get into this. So the new Heroes versus Villains is Kirishima and Deku versus Bakugo and Mina. So Kirishima is just saying they should go for a frontal assault. But Deku explains if they do that, they're just going to get caught up in the trap and they're going to lose. So Deku explains that a frontal assault isn't always the best idea. Especially when a bomb or hostages are in the case thing. Shit. Like I said, guys, I am really tired. So I apologize for yawning and shit. So basically, Deku says that if Kirishima goes through the frontal assault and distracts Bakugo and Mina, Deku will just grab the bomb. Sorry about that. I went on a walk one day as well, guys. I probably should have wore heavier clothes. Now that I think about it. And I kind of have a cold. Don't worry, guys. I don't got COVID or nothing. I'm perfectly fine. It's just a common cold you would get from walking in too light of clothing during the winter. Stuffy nose, cough, headaches, the usual. On my walks, I always have a mask on me, so if I have to go in anywhere or anything, I'm always prepared and stuff. And besides, when I go for walks, I usually avoid people. Not like anyone's gonna be walking in the dead of winter, though. It's just me. So yeah. So if anytime you guys hear my runny nose, I apologize wholeheartedly. We have no tissues at the moment. And I don't want to use fucking the toilet paper we got because it's not the usual shit my mom buys, which you guys probably knows, but it's like that $2 school shit, which is fucking rough and shit. It's like sandpaper almost. But honestly, trying to blow my nose with sandpaper would probably be more enjoyable than that shit. I'm getting off topic again. Fuck. I should really just wait to record this and wake the fuck up more, but I haven't posted a video in like fucking 3 months. And I need to get something out for you guys. So yeah. So basically Deku starts crawling around the building looking for what room Bakugo and Mina are in. And he finds Mina staying in the room alone. He realizes, like, okay, so Bakugo's looking for me. And, he tells Kirishima that. And, Kirishima, he runs into Bakugo and is fighting him right now. And Deku's like, alright, guess that plan's not gonna work. Guess I'm on my own. So, what Deku does is he turns invisible. And, he's like, alright, if I try to touch the bomb now, he notices that there's motion sensors near the bomb. And Deku's realizing, like, okay, so Mina must know about my invisibility powers because she fucking is a stalker or some shit. Nah, I'm joking. Obviously, his invisibility powers have been shown on TV. So, Deku thinks of a good idea. So he puts his two fingers together and kind of, he puts his index and middle finger together and kind of curls them. If you guys have ever seen the takedown in Miles Morales where Miles jumps up, webs down, grabs on the back of the guy, and puts his two fingers like on the dude's neck. Actually, what am I doing? He's basically doing the stealth takedown where I like to do it when I'm invisible. I notice Miles use his venom power, shock the guard. I turn uninvisible. Miles just waves at him. He's like, "Hey." Guard turns around, goes to punch him, and he falls out KO'd. Also, guys, I highly recommend it. If you played Spider-Man PS4, go play Miles Morales. It is great for how short it could be. I very much enjoyed it, though, playing that game. It is a perfect fucking continuation of Spider-Man PS4. It even gives you a fucking recap at the beginning, and I like that. I actually enjoyed playing PS4 Miles Morales. Seriously, like, I highly recommend you guys go play it for yourselves. If you guys have a PS4 and you're waiting for it to come out on the PS5, I suggest you download it digitally. Because that way you get a PS4 and a PS5 version. Well, you don't get a PS4 and PS5 version. Basically, when you put your PSN account on the PS5, you'll be able to just download it from your library, basically. So get the digital version. Not the disc version. If you're gonna get Miles Morales, it's just more cost efficient. Unless like PS4 games play on PS5, I don't really know. I haven't got a PS5. I only got the 4. Honestly, I'm not too worried about getting the 5 because 4 is as good as the 5. Yes, the 5's got better graphics and stuff, but I heard like the 5 overheats a lot. So, whatever. I'm getting off topic again. So, Deku basically does that to Mina. She's out cold now. Deku just touches the bomb. All Might comes over speakers. Heroes win. And, Kirishima like, alright. Does Kirishima call Midoriya Mito, bro? I feel like that's something he does with everyone. Baku bro. Ashi bro. Mito bro. Ocho bro. Haku bro. I feel like he just puts the bro at the end of everyone's names. I don't know about Mineta. Is that man really anyone's bro? But anyways, moving on. Also, they have their dorms early. Why? Because it's easier to just get them together that way. Like that, from now on, in all my what ifs, I'm giving them the dorms early. Because it's just an easier way to get them all together into one place. I should have been doing that from the beginning, but I'm an idiot. Oh well. Anyways. So, Bakugo's pissed about how Deku just snuck around. and got to the bomb without fighting him. And Deku literally points out that his hero name is Ghost Spider. What does a ghost do? And Bakugo just shuts up, and Deku's like, there you go, buddy. Common sense. Try using it more often. And, everyone's laughing because, they now realize they have somebody that's known Bakugo since childhood. And this Deku isn't the afraid Deku that wouldn't spill a single secret of Bakugo's. No, this Deku just doesn't give a shit. And he will 100% get vengeance on everything Bakugo's done to him. Obviously, though, it's only if Bakugo, attempts to fire first. Sound backwards? I apologize right now, my fellow Legion. I have some gloves on that are keeping my palms warm. Because it's extremely cold in my house today. And I don't know why. Like, I'm covered up at the moment. Because of how cold it is. Like, how actually cold is it? Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, so it's about 31 degrees Fahrenheit outside. And our heater hasn't exactly been doing the best, shall we say. So, this is fun. Anyways, moving on. So, Deku got all set up in his dorms. And, we're going to time skip a few days where Deku has made himself some new web shooters. These ones are meant to be worn for, like, all the time. Instead of his normal just take them on, put them off. And Deku kinda so Deku kinda is having some trouble with the motion sensors. Because it's not like the web shoes are a button he presses down anymore, it's an actual motion sensor. Now when he has a fist, the web shoes don't go off. But when he has two fingers down like that, or like even one goes down there, or even looks like it's going down there, they kind of shoot off. So, One day, Deku's, he's working on his ship. It's lunch. And, he's eating like normal, and, he's pretty much eating. Basically, web shooter goes off, it hits Bakugo in the face. Deku looks over, and he's like, oh. He walks over to Bakugo, just pulls the web off, and he says, my bad, new web shoes. And, he points him out. Bakugo then tries to explode Deku, which Deku just dodges out of the way, obviously. That ain't gonna work. Spider sense, my friend. Like, what were you expecting? Like, it's very easy for Deku to dodge that shit. So, during training, while they're all training their quirks and stuff to become stronger. Not knowing the USJ is going to be a thing. Deku basically is, he's practicing his fighting style, the way of the spider. And, he actually does, he's stretching and stuff. And once again, web shoes go off. Looked like, because of the motion sensor. And, one web, his left hand grabs a wall, while his right hand grabs Momo. Now, no, this is not going where you think it's going. I can see the Minettas out there. Don't even try it, bitch. Don't even try it. I see you there. You purple grape fucks. I can see you out there. I should actually make that. Like, anyone who's just like Minetta, I should just make a Minetta class in my Discord server for people like that. Oh yeah, also, for anyone who's in my Discord server, you may have noticed that, there are two, king lords there. That's a friend from school. He owns a Discord server, and he's kind of helping me get my own Discord server set up. So, you know. So until he's finished, helping me set all that up, he's gonna have that all for a little bit. Yep, he's helping me get the bot set up and stuff, and trying to help me fix other things. Like, I didn't notice, but apparently my phone auto-corrected from fire to fry. My friend fixed that for me. His YouTube channel is McScouty Gaming. Go check him out. He's mostly just gonna be doing funny shit. But, you know, he's a real nice guy. Me and him play COD. You guys will see him in a few games here and there. When you guys, in my first COD video, when I was still trying to figure shit out, you guys probably heard him talking with another one of my friends, Gamer Guy, another great guy, great channel. Go check him out. Me and him, we're just sniping fools in that game. Like, I kid you not, actually. His clan is actually just sniping as a lifestyle. And me and him probably have the dumbest class set up in all of COD. He has an AX50 overkilled with a Rytech. I have the R700 overkilled with the Car 98. I'd like to point out as well, I went 29 and 11 with that class. With my R700 combat knife, I went 32 and 9. So just kind of remember, I'm a bit of a goat when it comes to sniping in that game. As long as I don't run into people sniping with the goddamn M4. I'm getting off topic again. Just be a decent human being and use a sniper is what I'm trying to say. Or a marksman rifle even. Also, don't be a pussy and use the ACOG scope to hide your sniper glint. Like, don't be that guy who sits in the back of the spawn with like an ACOG or thermal. Use variable zoom or just the normal sniper scope and be an actual man. Because the amount of people I run into sitting in the back of the spawn with that fucking attachment on their sniper or marksman rifle, I want to liquefy their insides and watch them become a puddle, is basically what I'm trying to say. Like, if you guys are using a marksman rifle and you guys don't have the sniper scope unlocked, like, just use the iron sight. Like, before I unlocked the sniper scope on the R700 or the Car 98, I just went iron sight pretty much. Now, if you guys are sitting in the back of your spawn with an iron sight sniper and sniping people across the map, then I just gotta give you props there. Like, I'm gonna be mad at it because I can't see your sniper glint, but I'm also gonna be extremely impressed. Because that's some great sniping. Also, if you do that shit on ground war with an iron sight and snipe across the map, I'm gonna be a little suspect. Not gonna lie. Because that's some bullshit if you're hitting those kind of shots. I'm gonna give you all the benefit of doubt, but if you actually do hack in COD, like, what fun do you guys get out of that? I'm getting off topic again, I know, but, like, if any of you actually hack in COD, like, what fun do you get out of that? I don't understand it. How do people have fun hacking? Like, in Skyrim, installing mods, I get why people have fun there. It either makes the game extremely stupid or extremely immersive, which is great. But why hack in a multiplayer game? Like, I don't understand that. Like, if any of you in my Fire Legion, if any of you agree with me, then by all means, just, if you ever see a hacker, just report them, and remember they're not as good as you at the game. Because that hacker needs hacks to go positive. If you guys can go positive in most of the games you play on Modern Warfare, then you're just a goat. You're goated. You're good at the game. Like, no one can take that away from you. Like, that hacker's gonna be a bitch. Let him be a bitch. I say all this shit, but yet I never use it. Like, I spit these facts all day, but I'm never using them in my life. Why? I can only guide those to what they seek. I cannot guide myself to it. Or however that fucking Red Skull meme goes for the Soul Stone. However that goes. I guide those to treasures I cannot possess. Is that it? I don't know. It's been a while since I watched both either Infinity War or Endgame. Anyways, moving on. So, time skip to USJ. Deku's got the web shooters figured out mostly, but they do tend to hiccup from time to time. So, everyone's on the USJ. They got the hero suits on and stuff. Deku with the ghost spider suit. Deku's sitting on the rooftop of the bus. Just vibing, listening to music. And everyone's talking about how, Deku is technically already pretty much a pro almost. Like, Deku has been doing this shit since he graduated middle school pretty much. And people trust him about as much as they trust All Might to save them. So, when it comes to rescues and stuff, Deku's pretty much already perfect at it. Fighting, he's good at it. It's just that he's doing it illegally. That's why he went to UA, so he could do it legally. But all this hero stuff, it's more of not Deku learning it, it's more of Deku just helping the teacher teach. Deku's pretty much a student teacher, as he would be called, I believe. Is that the right terminology? I believe that's the right terminology. I don't know. I think that's the right terminology. I don't care. I'll figure it out. I think that's the right terminology. Anyways, moving on. So, everyone's talking about, you know, how Deku's already a great hero. Bakugo gets pissed and he tells him to shut up and that nerd will never be shit. And Deku would pop in from the window. He'd crawl through the window pretty much, and he'd be like, "Hey, Bakugo, you do realize that? Well, I already not only can save people, because he goes out and saves people no matter what. Like, the teachers can't stop him from doing that. Anytime he's not in school, he's out there saving people on patrol, pretty much." Deku points out that he's already saved more people than Bakugo has in a training simulation. So, that pisses Bakugo off royally. Because, he just got shut down by Deku again. And, all the girls start asking Deku for tips about how to save someone. And, Deku's kind of just sitting on the roof of the bus. He's inside now, by the way. Deku just kind of explains it's all really dependent on how you use your powers. And what you have at your disposal. So, he kind of explains to Jiro that the best use of her powers would be to locate people trapped within inside collapsed buildings or stuff like that, while Kirishima or Mina help move the building around to get into a more stable position. So that way they can have Bakugo create a tunnel to get to the people. And Bakugo's sitting over there in his seat, mumbling and being a bastard as always. But under his breath, he mumbles like shit. He's like, so when they get there, everyone goes in. They're all sitting on the stairs and stuff. 13's doing her whole quirk thing. Spider Sense goes off. And Deku says, "Hey, Aizawa, everyone may want to either start running out the door or get ready for a fight, because villains should be appearing by the waterfall in 3, 2, 1. And on cue, Kurogiri opens up the portal and out steps Handjob, the crusty fuck he is." I've always wanted to say that. I feel like I say it in every video I do, but yet I feel like I never do either. Also, I feel like if I was in My Hero Academia, I would not survive a day. Because I'd probably just piss off Bakugo. Like, or Shigaraki, or Twice, or Dabi, or Todoroki, or anyone, honestly. 2 people would not survive. Me and Mineta. I'd probably just shoot Mineta in the head depending on what my quirk is. If I got a gun, he's dead. And if my quirk is something like cutting people in half or something, I don't know. I never really thought about my quirk. All I know is Mineta would die. He would die in a very heavy fire. So yeah. Anyways, moving on. So Kurogiri tries to split everyone up. That fails miserably because, Deku pretty much manages to stop everyone from falling into portals. And, Kurogiri is already getting his quirk canceled out by Aizawa as well. The second he started trying to warp the students away, Aizawa was like, yeah, no, we ain't doing that, Chief. You know. Shigaraki would tell the Nomu to, attack Aizawa, and yeah. Deku pretty much, starts steering the Nomu around like the Rhino during the first boss fight in Miles Morales. Kind of explaining everyone to, just take a villain and, take a villain that you think you can handle and, beat them down. As Deku goes sailing into the fire zone, pretty much. So yeah. What everyone else is doing with that, Deku and the Nomu are going at it. And right now, the Nomu's winning. Not the fact that it's beating Deku, it's still trying to go after Aizawa, it's just that Deku is having a hard time stopping it. Deku has thrown fire at it. He's webbed it to the ground for like 5 seconds, and then it broke free. And Deku just gets the idea too, if he can't beat this thing with any of his normal tricks, then, he Venom punches it. And there's no way, in my mind anyways, that the Nomus are completely organic. In my mind, what I believe that All For One takes the dead bodies of dead people and turns them into cybernetic organisms, then that he will then give a quirk, depending on what quirk he thinks the Nomu will need at the time. But in my mind, I think the Nomus aren't completely organic. So when Deku Venom punches it, he basically fries the mechanical parts in the Nomu, pretty much stopping it. Because he overcharged the mechanical parts and causing them to, short circuit. So Deku would exit and start taking on villains as well. Pretty much, Shigaraki retreats before All Might even shows up. Like, Class 1A just beats their ass. Like, they got their ass beat before the pros even showed up. Like, they never even got, the villains that were hiding in all the other places waiting to ambush the students, they already got out before the students even realized there was more of them. Like, they dipped the second they realized, okay, the plan backfired, we gotta go. Like, they're gone. The villains in the middle of the USJ, they're out. They're done. So that pretty much just leaves Shigaraki and Kurogiri, who just dipped the fuck out. So, All Might would show up saying, I am here, punching through the doors, realizing oh, you guys took care of this, huh? And Aizawa and 13, they're still at the top of the stairs because, they were kind of just dumbfounded on how, that these Class 1A students, these new people to hero training, managed to not only beat pretty much villains, but managed to do it without any real good training. And the reason they were able to do it was because that the villains underestimated them. The only one the villains didn't underestimate was Deku. But they stood no chance. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna leave this one off here. Like I said, guys, I'm tired, so I'm probably gonna head to bed here after I set this up to upload, or I'm gonna go eat, one of the two. Whoops, that's one of the what if. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna either head back to bed or go eat, one of the two. Don't care. But yeah, guys, if you have enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment. Let me know what I should do next. Come join me on my Discord server, the Fire Legion. You guys can come talk to me, your king, your Fire King, as I'm called. Also, I want to fix my YouTube name. It's not supposed to be Renegade Space Fire King in all lowercase. It's meant to be capital R in Renegade, capital F for Fire, and capital K for King. All one word. Renegade Fire King. Not spaced. I just fucked up on my part somehow. I don't know how. I'm going to fix it eventually. But till then, I will just stick with it. Just know if you guys notice my thing changed, that's why. But anyways, my Fire Legion, keep your fires burning. I'll see you all in the next one.